Sandrine here at HappyCool with Kenny for a new Game of Thrones review! This episode was called The House of Black and White.
And it had that.
Well, it had a door.
There was a door of black and white,
Yeah.
and it had a black guy who turned into a white guy. Right?
Yeah. Let's talk about it. First, some quick thoughts.
Quick thoughts! There was no Dorne in the beginning, even though we went to Dorne during the show. That's they need to fix the map. I want to see Dorne. I want to see Dorne. I saw Ventura Blvd in the credits though, so I was like, yay, Dorne, Ventura Blvd.
Gilly is learning to read.
Yay.
How cute.
I think Shireen's one job is to teach everybody to read. She teaches Davos to read.
That's true.
That's just her thing. She's like, well, I'm bored. I'm going to teach you to read. Good moments that weren't in the books. You have these interactions, and of course, Sam. I'm wearing my Sam shirt because we had some good Sam moments. This was an excellent Sam episode. John Bradley killing it. I know I go over and over about certain things that are in the books and aren't in the books. These characters that you love, you kind of want to see them interact. And now we do. And I'm seeing these scenes that I never read happening before my eyes. And I'm like, I just get happy about it.
Aww.
They went into the grayscale disease that Sirene has on her face.
That's true.
And they're introducing that for the first time in the show, actually talking about what it is. And the fact that Gilly lost two of her sisters to it, and it like drove them crazy and beast-like, and her father basically had to drag them out into the woods and put them out of their misery, I guess.
Moving on to Brienne and Podrick, who met Sansa and Littlefinger. I'm happy that they didn't just do that, oh, they're just passing by them, and then it's like, oh, they're never gonna meet. And then
never
it's
happens.
like, no, they're actually gonna meet because they're going on the same road. So I was like, oh, thank God.
Brienne is not very subtle.
No, but at the same time, how would you gain her trust?
No.
It's kind of a hard position because it's not, there's no internet, there's no Facebook. I can't look you up and make sure you are who you are and you haven't done bad things. So it's just kind of like, I'm your mom and,
You need to come with me.
Yeah. What's her purpose now? And then I'm guessing she did tell Podrick that she wasn't giving up. So what is she going to do?
I don't know, but all I know is I need to see more of Podrick riding horses.
CERCEI!
What about CERCEI?
Well, she is acting on the behalf of the king, apparently, that he wants her to. I don't know about that.
Kevan Lannister, who is Tywin Lannister's brother, wasn't having any of it. I love seeing I love the fact that they brought him back again. And he's not having any of Cersei's bunk, man.
No.
He's like, no.
Good for him. He's like, if the king wants me, I will be at Casterly Rock. Jaime! He's going to Dorne.
Yes, he is.
With Bronn!
Didn't happen in the books.
Bronn is back!
Oh, Lawless Stokeworth! Book fans are very happy to see her. Wow!
But apparently she's not going to last very long.
Well, probably married off to someone else now, I guess.
So, he's married to her in the books?
Yeah, he marries Lawless Stokeworth. In the books, actually, she's pregnant from an incident that happened prior to that, and so she's with child, and he sort of marries her at the last minute, and he gets his lordship that way, and she gets a husband for the baby. And
now Jaime just screws up all these plans. He's like, you don't have to marry her. I'll get you a better woman, a better castle even. You just have to come with me and just kind of help me with this little thing. Like I have to go to Dorne and get the daughter back.
I'm worried about Bronn now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, when you start seeing a light at the end of the tunnel in this show, they kind of go, there's the light.
Speaking of Dorne, Arya Sand, not happy.
She is not happy.
With Oberyn's death. I don't think we're happy. I'm still wishing he was back. Actually, Kenny, I want to see his daughters.
The Sand Snakes?
Yes.
We will see them.
Because you told me about them, and I've been excited ever since. And she mentioned them in the episode, and she was like, well, they want revenge. And I'm like, yes. Revenge.
I was very pleased with the Doran Martell casting, of course. Dr. Bashir from Deep Space Nine is Doran Martell. That's awesome.
I want to see Marcella a little more and see what she's been up to.
We saw her at a distance.
Right, but I'm saying I want to see her interact and kind of see a little more of Dorne and other people there and what's going on. Tyrion and Varys on the road to Meereen, sort of. Going through Valentis first.
Valentis to Meereen.
The Meereen.
I have to look at the map and see if that's correct.
They're still kind of planning a better world.
Well,
for Westeros.
Varys is still kind of planning a better world.
Tyrion is
just sort of along for the ride, and he's drinking himself into oblivion. It's what he does best, really.
Moving on to Jon Snow. Big things happening for Jon Snow. He could become a Stark, decides not to, but then he becomes...
Lord Commander. All this stuff happens in one episode. Offered the Winterfell by Stannis. Stannis! Offered, well not offered, voted for Lord Commander by a wonderful speech given by Sam.
I know.
It was fantastic.
I was like, we were cheering, I was like,
Sam!
You know, I think the fact that the wildlings kind of like him could also be important and interesting.
I think so.
In the story.
I think so.
You know, maybe a new dynamic for the people.
That will be, that's going to come to a head in some way, shape, or form. So I can't wait to see how this goes.
Arya!
Wow.
Yeah. She found, what's his name?
Jaqen H'ghar.
No, really, he's no one.
He's no one.
Mm-mm.
He's not Jaqen H'ghar.
No. And she has to learn to be no one too, which I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What? Tell me.
I think she's going to be changing her face pretty soon.
Tell me more! No! That would be so cool. Can you imagine if Arya suddenly becomes like, I'm grown up, I'm small, I'm anyone.
Yeah, but I like Maisie.
No one.
I like Maisie Williams in the role, so I don't want her to be played by
true.
someone else.
Maybe it'll just be like moments when she's trying to fool someone and inspect her. What's behind the doors? That's what I want to know.
The House of Black and White. That is not the House of Black and White. That is like the Hilton of Black and White. That thing is huge.
We end with Daenerys. Oh, maybe in trouble. Because, yeah. Not a good decision.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You're like, no, don't do it.
No, don't do it.
I just felt like, yeah, the law is the law, but, you know, maybe there's a way between doing nothing and killing. You know, maybe we can find a middle ground.
A middle ground, yes. Between nothing and killing. Surely there's some sort of punishment somewhere
maybe
between.
Maybe we can banish him, you know? I don't know.
He's still learning how to rule. Kind of baby steps.
Which I guess it's a good thing that she's staying in Marine.
Yeah.
I don't think she's Misa anymore. They were throwing snows.
They were hissing at her.
Yeah.
And then denied at the very end by Drogon, who's like, Mother, no, I'm gonna fly off.
Dragon! I get so excited. This is my favorite part. Dragons are the only reason that... No, it's not true.
It's not true.
But they're like the best part. I felt like he was... Because he still came to see her. He could have stayed away, so he still made himself known to her.
It's still kind of...
He's kind of telling her, not yet.
Not yet, Mom.
Maybe you should let my brothers and sisters
yes.
first. And then we can talk.
He's kind of the emo teen. Yeah. He's like giving her like sort of like a passive aggressive, I'm here. Can you touch my nose? No. Yeah, she needs to let the other two out. I mean, it's just going to make things worse. The longer you leave them, the more resentful they're going to be. Yeah. And especially, I think we talked about this, how they didn't even do anything. They were the good ones. They never did anything. What did they do to deserve to be locked up?
Exactly.
Drogon's the bad one. We need to start like a Free the Dragons hashtag or something.
Hashtag Free the Dragons!
Free the Dragons!
So yeah, good episode. Not as crazy as episode 2 from last season, which was Joffrey's death. That was insane.
Well, there's still a lot of setting up going.
Yes, that's what it feels like. It feels like this is part 2 of the first episode. Like, you know, part 1, we get some characters. Part 2, we get more characters and more things happening.
So we've done to our movie.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to more. Always more. You can always find me and Kenny on Twitter. That's Sandrine at
Trucker.
And we love to talk Game of Thrones or any other TV show you might want. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe because we review Game of Thrones every week. Well, Kenny might not be here every week, but I will. And then he'll definitely be here quite a few times. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
Peter Dinklage, one of the things that he requested when he signed up to do the series was, he said... I want
to grow a beard at some point?
No, he said, I don't want to grow a beard at some point. There are too many fantasy dwarves with beards. I don't want a beard. And they're like, it's fine. You don't have to have a beard.
But it's the beard, though, is not just he has a beard. It just goes with his state of mind at this point. So I think it's okay. It's not just like, let's just have him have a beard. It's like, you're just kind of messed up right now. So you don't care about your physical appearance.
Speaking of messed up, that bird's nest of a hairdo that he's currently sporting at this time. Bird's nest, his hair is like this.
I think it looks fine. I don't think I noticed. I mean, isn't that how it always looks?